Hi everyone, it's Debbie. I'm going to do another Baking with Debbie session because people like the other ones I did and they've asked me to do more. So here I am doing another one with you. Don't mind my birdies in the background, those are my lovebirds. And they just got a brand new little teepee for in their cage and they're having fun in it. So you're gonna hear them chirping a lot and you might hear my conure also. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make banana oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, or we can call them breakfast bars. They're very good for you. Even Weight Watcher type programs recommend these. They're not bad for you. They're all nutritious and you can enjoy eating them. Okay? We'll probably get maybe 16 or maybe more out of the recipe today. You're going to set your oven at 350 so we can go over and we can get that done now. So I'm going to go do that. Okay, so my oven is set and that's exciting. So you're going to need a cookie tray and like with a lip on it. And the cookie tray, I've put parchment paper on it, or you can spray stuff on it, or there's also now some sort of new plastic type thing that can go over the top of it. So whatever you use to bake so it doesn't stick, do it. So I have parchment paper, okay? Cheapest way for me. All right, so I'm gonna put that aside right now. We're gonna start with a medium-sized bowl right here and 2 medium bananas. Now, if you notice, they're kind of brown. They could be even browner than this because the browner they are, the sweeter they are, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open these cute little bananas. You know, I learned a long time ago that opening your banana from the bottom is easier than from the top. So that's what I just did here. So I'm gonna break it up and put it in there. You see, I'm just breaking it up and sticking it in my bowl. And now I'll do the second one. Again, I'm opening it from the bottom. It comes much easier. And this is fun. I'm telling you, I'm a jack of all trades. I teach art classes. I'm a pastor. I do church services and Bible studies. I do weddings. So I do lots of stuff. And now I'm doing this because it's fun. Okay, so now I broke all that up. And I'm going to wipe off my hands. My sink is right here behind me. Make sure your hands are nice and clean, by the way. I like to use my hands to mix. Some people are grossed out by that, but I enjoy using my hands. Okay, so we're just going to take a regular fork and the bowl, and we're just going to start crushing the banana. See how I'm doing it? I'm just crushing up the banana. It reminds me when I'm painting with people and I tell them just dab, 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 dab. Well, now we're just going to crush, 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 crush. So we're crushing up the banana. Crush it up really good. Keep crushing it. You can use, actually, if you wanted to, a potato masher. If you maybe have sore hands and you don't want to spend a lot of time crushing it up, a potato masher will do fine. I have one here, but I'm just going to show you with a fork that it's easy, especially if the bananas are ripe, because they squish up nice and easy. So there I am, squishing them up. Now, the ideal way to do this, and because we don't have lots of time, I'm just going to try to do a short video, is you could let these sit for a while. You know, let them sit for 10 or 15 minutes before you start doing anything else. And at this time of the year, if you're going to let these bananas sit, put something on top of it. Cover it with a bowl, plate or something. I'm just putting this in my compost. There we go. And the reason why I'm doing that, and anybody remembers last year, we had an infestation of fruit flies. And if you leave bananas sitting out, fruit flies are going to come around. So put your bananas in the bowl, and if you want to let them sit for a while, this time through you don't have to. But when you're making these regularly, put a plate over the top or cover it with something, and let's see, there's a fruit fly already, and let it sit for a bit, just so it gets a little more gushier. If it gets a little liquidy, that's good. Okay, so we got that. So that's ready to go. See that? Now what we're going to do, and with the oats, you can use rolled oats, which is the oat before it's been processed, or you can use quick oats, which is what we're going to be using today. And it's 1.5 cups of oats. So 1 cup. And all we're going to do is pour it in with the banana. And now 1/2 cup. This is such an easy recipe. It's yummy. And everybody will like it, including you. You can eat it and not feel bad about it. There's the 1/2 cup. Okay, so I just put 1.5 cups in the bowl. And now I can put this on my counter. And I am going to start mixing that together. Okay, so mix, mix, mix. Mix the bananas and the oats. You want everything to be coated, so you're going to keep mixing until all the oats are coated with the banana. Okay, mix it up really good. Keep mixing it. If it's easier for you and your hands are nice and clean, you can use your hands. I will show you what I mean by that. I like to just go like that, okay? To me, it mixes really well. I must have seen my bubby do this as a kid a lot of times. And this is the way I mix. And as long as our hands are clean, if you're paranoid about that, then just use a fork. Okay, so you see all the bananas are mixing in with the oats. Keep mixing it until it's nice. Everything is mixed up and formed. See how you can almost form a ball. Okay, so there you go. You got that going. The next part is the fun part. And you're gonna put chocolate chips or raisins or cranberries, whatever you want to do, and you're gonna put 1/2 cup. I just put my cups away, so I gotta put them back out again. And we want 1/2 cup. There's the 1/2 cup. It sounds kind of musical, doesn't it? And I have semi-sweet chocolate, and I am not using any particular brand name. Semi-sweet chocolate, and I am going to pour it in on my oat and banana mixture. Now I can put this away. And again, you can mix it with a fork. For me, easier, hands. Okay, so I'm mixing, I'm making sure that there's chocolate chips everywhere. We want chocolate chips in every cookie, because that's what makes it yummy. And semi-sweet dark chocolate is actually good for you. You look it up, it is good for you. And it's a much better chocolate to have. And what's in it, and I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's actually very good for you. Okay, so I've mixed it up really well. Now, right now, you don't have to put anything more unless you feel you want a little bit more flavor. And if you do, you can put vanilla or a little honey. So I'm gonna put a teeny bit of honey in there. And I just gotta get it to calm down. Come on there, honey. Sugar, do, 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 do. Oh, honey, honey. Remember that song? Okay, so I'm putting about a tablespoon. I'm one that doesn't, I hate to say this because I'm trying to teach you a recipe, but I don't do like exact measurements. Again, I learned a lot of stuff from my bubby, which means grandmother, in Jewish. I was Jewish, raised Jewish. So, and she never measured it. So now I'm just mixing that honey in with everything. Again, if you're using your hand, just you put your hand in and you squeeze as you're mixing, squeeze. And what that does is it mixes everything together. Okay? Kind of fun to do. If you're not comfortable with that, just use a fork. So my oven is preheated now. It just let me know that. Now, girls and guys, this is it. This is it. And if I wasn't talking to you and teaching you, I'd be done before this. This is how easy it is. Now, all we're going to do is I'm going to put this mixture, you see it? I'm going to place it a little bit off to the side on my counter on my island. And I'm going to bring over the cookie sheet. Remember, either spray it or put parchment paper as I did, or that new stuff that's out, and you put that on your tray. Now, I got a little handful. See that? I just put it right in my hand, a little handful. And now we're going to form it. And the way we form it is the way it's going to bake. And that's the way it's going to come out. So it's not going to spread. They're not going to get bigger. They're kind of like a breakfast bar type thing in a cookie form. So you see how I did that? And I'm just going to put that on my tray. There you go. And I'm going to try to keep them all pretty uniform, pretty much the same size. A little handful. And this part you do have to do with your hands, because you can't do this with a fork. So you're just going to mix it and push it around together in your hand. Second one, okay? And I'm setting them apart like that. They don't have to be too far apart because they don't spread. Next one. There we go. Move them over a little bit so I can make sure if I can get all of them on here, but I don't know how many I'm making. Usually you can get like 16 or so out of this recipe. Just make sure you form it kind of in a ball at first, and then you squish them down. Okay. And I'm gonna keep going. My son is just coming in. So that's what it's gonna look like. See that? I'm gonna fill up the tray. I'm gonna bring it over to the oven, and I'm going to put it in for about 12 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes. Check it after 12 minutes. If it's not quite ready to go, 15 minutes maximum. Take them out, and they are done. Let me know if you liked them. Let me know if you thought they were good. We're going to do other recipes like this together. I will take pictures of the actual cookie. These are really good with tea or coffee or milk for the kids. Good to have a couple of them in the morning for breakfast. Very nutritional. Okay? God bless you. God loves you. And so do I. See you. Bye-bye.